everybody, welcome to Stamping All Night Long with Wanda Smith. Today I'm going to show you how to make these adorable Detailed Santa cards using a new stamp set and Thinlit dies that comes in the holiday catalog. It's called, the stamp set is called Greetings from Santa, and the Thinlit die are called Detailed Santa Thinlit Dies. And it comes in a bundle. It's on page 11 on the holiday catalog, so you can get them together and save 10%. Let me show you here's the stamp set. Let me show you the Detailed Thinlit die. And it comes with 4 dies, and this is the most important one, the Detailed Santa. I just love the way it comes out. And then I'm also using the stars. It has some edges over here that you can see. Let me get the catalog. They use them over here on as trim, over here on the top also, and then they also just made a card here with lots of trim. So it has lots of those 4 dies that it has are very versatile, and they're just so cute. Let me give you a tip on using glimmer paper with Thinlit dies. This one I just use regular Whisper White cardstock, but on this one I did the Detailed Santa with glimmer paper. This is the Dazzling Diamonds. When you're using glimmer paper with the dies, it's very important to note that you're not going to lay it like this on the glimmer paper. What you're going to do is turn it around, and you're going to lay the cutting side down on top of the opposite side of the glimmer paper. The reason for that is if we do it this way, the glimmer is hard to cut through, and you'll have to go through it over and over again. And not only that, it might ruin the cutting edges. So but just run it through this way, and all you have to run it through is one time. If you want a second time for good measure, but it will cut through this way so much easier. Okay, let's get that out of the way. Let's move this out of the way, and let's start putting this card together. I'm using Whisper White thick cardstock for the base. I'm using one of the layers basic black. I already rammed this through. I don't want to bore you showing you how I run it through. And then another little piece for the outside greeting. So first let me do the stamping, and I'm using 3 stamps from the Greetings with Santa stamp set. And instead of using 3 different blocks and trying to get it all even so that it'll all stamp in the right place, and especially if you're going to be stamping over and over again because you're going to make lots of Christmas cards, what I do is this: I place the stamps where I want them to be. Then I just get a bigger block. I think this is size H in the catalog, and I just go and press down. Make sure your stamps are clean before you do that, because I did that one time and I didn't clean them well, and then it just was a mess. So anyway, you place them down here, press really hard, get a good stick to that. And if you ever have problems with stamps sticking to your clear blocks, the best thing to do is use alcohol pads. You know, the ones that they sell in the pharmacy. You get a bunch of them. I keep a box up here, and you just clean the top of the stamp and also the clear block, and you get it because we have oils. Our fingers and hands and everything have oil, so what it does, it just cleans that off and it gives you a good stick. Anyway, so then you just stamp it wherever you want. Hold it down for a few seconds because we want the cardstock to adhere the ink, to absorb the ink. Because if not, if you pick it up too soon, what's going to happen is that the ink is going to be picked up also with the stamp. So you put it down for a few seconds. You can count 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, and get to 8. And then you just pick it up and you get a really nice impression. Okay, since I have the ink out, I'm going to also stamp the front greeting, the banner. And that I'm using this stamp set over here. It's called Badges and Banners. And I think it's on page 89 of the annual catalog. And I'm using this greeting over here, A Little Hello. So let me ink that up. Oops, sorry, I think I made that shake there. Down here, hold it down for a few seconds. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4, 5 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi, no more. There we go. Yeah. And I'm also using the coordinating duo banner punch, I think it's called. And I think they have it in a bundle with the badges and banners. So I'll have to check into that. Anyway, just like that. And we have our banner. Now we're gonna put Santa on top of the glimmer. I'm gonna use my silicone craft sheet because I'm going to use my Tombow multi-purpose glue, or lots of people call it green glue because of this. I don't want the glue to stick to any of the surface. If you're using paper, any surface that you're using, you don't want the glue to stick to it just in case you go offline. So you use the silicone craft sheet and no glue sticks to it. So that's the best part. So you don't ruin the surface that you're working on or get it all gunked up with glue. That happens a lot. People use surface, and then what happens is that it gets gunked up with glue, and then when you're trying to work with the rest of your card, it'll get stuck on there. So you don't want that. So use the silicone craft sheet. It's a really good tool to have for your crafts. Okay, so let me pick this up. You see I got a little there, but no worry, just rub it off. Now I'm gonna glue it on to here. Oops. I just don't want to get the glue all over me. And place it here. And what I do, let me turn it around and just rub. Because if I start rubbing on the other side, what's going to happen is that I'll rub the ink out or the glue out, and I'll get it all over my fingers, and it's not going to be a pretty thing. Anyway, there you go. And this is really good. I'm going to have to let it dry for a few seconds because if you don't let it dry, you'll just pick it up. Because you can move it around until it really gets stuck, just leave it on there for a few seconds. And let me press again. Oh, I think I moved the camera on the table. I'm sorry for that. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is get the jingle bells ready for the card. So I'm using these new mini jingle bells. They're so cute. You get 60, 30 silver and 30 red. And the easiest way to do this is just thread it. I've got a little tip here and a cheat. So if you're gonna try threading the ribbon, and it's not ribbon, it's I can't remember the name, but it'll be on my details. This is the new ribbon or foil, whatever it is. I promise it'll be there. It comes in red and in green in the new holiday catalog. And instead of trying to thread it through the jingle bells, what I do is the following. Let me show you with a non-threaded jingle bell. You just take the jingle bell. This, by the way, is a dental tool. This is dental floss. I think they use them for braces and so on. But you just thread this through here, and then you put the ribbon or the thread through here and pull, and voila, it's done. Now you just tie a knot, and when you're tying a knot, don't tie a triple knot. I've done a double knot and it's come loose. I've done a single knot. So triple knot is the best way. I did a triple knot over there, and that'll get it nice and secure there. So I put dimensionals in the back over here, and what I did, I just put a strip here. You just align your jingle bells, figure out how high or how low you want the jingle bells to hang. And I don't want them even, so I'm going to have one longer than the other. Just a little bit. And get them pretty close. Okay. Now we just take some scissors, which of course are all the way on the other side, and you just snip off this edge over here so that they're not peeking through. Okay, I don't think we need this anymore. Let me get this out of the way. And let's put this together. Now it's ready. Keep this down. And I'm going to use, I could use the Tumble multi-purpose again. I'm just using the snail adhesive. So just stick this down here. Get it nice and even. Pick it up again because, you know, I never put adhesive on the bottom. I do it after. There we go. Now I'm going to put this on my, before I put the jingle bells on, I'm going to put this, I'm going to adhere that piece to the cardstock. So we've got it stamped already. Oh, just a little bit more. There we go, and whoops, wrong side. And just get this nice and even over here. There we go. Get some more adhesive in the bottom. There you go. Put your jingle bells. Figure out where you want them. There, that's good enough. And then stars, glitter stars, I already have a few. So you're going to take some multi-purpose glue again and just do a few small little dots. I want a lot of stars here. And I'm going to mix them up. I ran some dazzling diamonds and also some red glimmer paper. So I'm going to use both of them and just put them on there. And this little nifty tool that I'm using here, one of my stampers from my regular home classes, she got it for me. And what it is, I don't know the name. Here it goes, Pick Me Up, that's the name. And what it does, it has like a clay on the bottom. And when you just pick it up, oops, let's do one here. You just, any surface that it touches, of course it has to be a small surface. Any surface that it touches, it'll pick it up, and you can use it to pick up small items like this. And yep, that's a white one. And then I'm using my paper piercing tool just to get it in position and hold it down. So there we go. You know what? I'm going to put a couple of white ones in here too. Just because. I'll put 3. Two. And 3. And we're done. So just let it set for a while and you have your Detailed Santa glitter card. Now if you don't have glitter, you know what? You can still make a beautiful card. Here you go. No glitter required. No glimmer paper required. Did I stamp the inside on this one? No, I didn't. So I'm not showing you the inside. Oh, and another thing I forgot. You see how Santa is over here? No eyes? I found that kind of creepy. So what I did was I just took, let me get this adhesive off of here. That's from my fingers. I took the owl punch over here and I just stamped these 2 little dots here. These are the owl eyes, and I cut it in half and I put it on there. So hope you like it. I don't know. I think he looks better with eyes than without eyes. So hope you try this, and if you have any questions, email me or whatever, but like my video, subscribe to my page, and that's it. Thank you. See you next time. Bye-bye.